The following is transcribed.
Welcome to Condensed Bat-Supe, now with 66% fewer superheroes than our regular podcast, which makes Condensed Bat-Supe even less nutritious, but still just as delicious. We're featuring episodes of the adventures of Superman without the caped crusaders. Tie on your capes for lots of sucker punching, plenty of aerial surveillance, and pyromania galore! In this edition of Condensed Bat-Supe, it all comes down to this. It's the final 2 episodes of our current storyline, which begins with Chapter 15 of The Man Without a Face, as originally broadcast on April 7th, 1947.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P, Pep. Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal, presents The Adventures of Superman. Today, as Superman streaks from one key spot to another for some slim clue, Lois Lane and Bucky Taylor are helpless prisoners of the coldly brutal Man Without a Face. Hello there, gang. This is your pal Dan McCullough. Say, I've got an idea of how much fun you fellas and girls get out of reading the comic strips. You wouldn't want to miss them, so it's mighty exciting when your favorite funny paper characters come to life in their pictures on those comic buttons in the new series and packages of Kellogg's Pep. First off, you get a close-up view of your friends. 18 different characters in all. Old familiars like Pat Patton and Tess Trueheart and Chief Brandon, Vitamin Flintheart, Judy and Corky, and Superman, of course. And the pictures are done up in full bright colors, too, so they really show off when you wear your Pep comic buttons on your jacket or your dress or beanie cap. Yes, sir, collecting Pep comic buttons is the sort of fun that lasts a long, long time. And you're always looking forward to getting a new button whenever Mom opens a new package of Pep. That's the only way you can get these swell prizes, you know. You can't buy them anywhere, and you don't send in any money, not even a box stop. But you get a comic button in every package of Kellogg's Pep you open. And do you get a load of super delicious eating? Why, your breakfast bowl full of those golden whole wheat flakes tastes a doggone sunny and toasty and crisp. Why, you just show me a fellow or girl who can resist it. Remember, gang, ask Mom to get you lots of P-E-P, the Sunshine Cereal, Kellogg's Pep. Now, the adventures of Superman. Certain that Lois Lane and young Bucky Taylor are prisoners of the Man Without a Face, a mysterious person who is about to launch a mysterious death blow at the World Peace Organization, Clark Kent searched the former headquarters of the International Plotter. There he found many photographs of Luigo Rinassi and Salim Shah, 2 of the leaders in the World Peace Movement. And with Editor Perry White, Kent started for the State Department, where the 2 men were guests at a reception that was scheduled to be over at midnight. En route, Kent discovered that his watch had stopped, and that it actually was past midnight. Ordering the taxi driver to stop, Kent leaped to the street, planning to streak the rest of the way as Superman. But White, fearing Kent had momentarily taken leave of his senses, followed him. And as our story continues now, White is clinging to Kent's unwilling arm. Listen.
For heaven's sake, let go of me, Chief. Every second counts.
No, I won't let go until you explain yourself. You said you were going to get Superman.
Well, I am. Now, please go back to the planet
You're
and wait
out of
there.
your mind, Kent.
But
How
I
do you
said-
expect to find Superman?
Oh, what's the use? Chief, get set for the shock of your life.
Huh? Well, what do you mean?
Forgive me, I hate to do this, but it can't be helped. Poor guy. It really did hurt me more than it did him. Well, I'll just set him back in this cab. There we are. He'll come to in a few moments and be sore as a boil. Take this man to the Daily Planet, driver. Okay. Now to duck into this alley and out of these clothes. Only Rinassi and Salim Shah haven't left the State Department yet, because I'm sure I can only find Lois and Bucky through them. There we are. All set for a Superman job. Up
and away! Well, there's the State Department building, and it's dark. Down to that police officer. Down!
What the?
Pardon me, officer.
Jumping to Hossipet, it's Superman.
Yes, I'm sorry to startle you, but I see the reception at the State Department is over. Can you tell me when it broke up?
Well, let me see now. About 11:30, I'd say.
That's 3/4 of an hour ago. Now, tell me, did you happen to notice two of the delegates, Luigo Renassi and Salim Shah, in the crowd that left?
I'm sorry, Superman, but I'm afraid I wouldn't know the gentleman you mentioned.
You wouldn't, eh?
But if they were here, why, then they must have left with the others.
Well, I guess you're right. Well, the only thing left to do now is to check at their homes and hope they got there safely. All right, thank you, officer.
You're welcome.
Up and away!
My name is Clark Kent. Doesn't Luigo Renassi, the World Peace Delegate, live in this hotel?
Yes, he does, Mr. Kent.
Good. Can you tell me if he's come in yet tonight?
Why, no, he hasn't.
Are you sure?
Positive. A telegram just came for him, and we tried his room. Also, his key is still in the box.
Uh-oh. This hotel isn't more than 10 minutes from the State Department, and Renassi left almost an hour ago.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. Thanks very much. Well, I don't like this. Hope I'll have better luck at Salim Shah's apartment. Salim Shah hasn't returned from the reception yet?
No, Mr. Kent, he hasn't.
Do you know if he expected to come straight home?
Oh, yes, sir. The master always returns home immediately from any function.
I see. Taxi would have had him here over half an hour ago.
Beg pardon, Mr. Kent?
Oh, no, nothing. Thanks very much. Goodbye. Out of these clothes again. I'll just check the roads between the State Department and here for Renassi and Salim Shah. With both of them unaccounted for, this looks like a real job for Superman. There we are, all set. Now, up and away!
Leaping high into the night sky, Superman streaks back over the road to the State Department. Then doubles back and rages over all streets and roads between the State Department, Renassi's hotel, and Salim Shah's apartment. But except for an occasional cruising taxicab or a home-going car, the streets are deserted.
Beginning to like this less and less. Now my hunch says more definitely than ever that unless I find Renassi and Salim Shah, I won't find Lois or Bucky Taylor either. Until it's too late. I must find them. Away!
Widening his range, the Man of Steel swoops in great circles over the dark northwest portion of the city, his keen eyes searching, probing below. Then farther he ranges, out over the city limits, and beyond, to dark suburbs and open country. Like some great eagle, he flashes high to the sky and views the country below for miles away, then streaks downward to hunt above streets and houses and fields. Meanwhile, in a room of the large house now occupied by the Man Without a Face and his henchmen, Lois Lane and young Bucky Taylor, their arms wired behind their backs, their ankles likewise bound with wire, have managed to drag themselves to a kneeling position before a window. 4 stories below, they can see the moonlit driveway, which sweeps up to the massive house through acres of dark, spreading lawns and terraced gardens, backed by groves of woodland. Bucky breaks the momentary silence.
I'd like to see a couple of police cars roll up that driveway, Miss Lane.
While you're dreaming, Bucky, why not wish for Superman to show up?
Yeah, wouldn't that be swell? He'd take care of Mr. Man Without a Face and those other characters downstairs in short order.
He certainly would.
The only trouble is he doesn't know where we are, or the fix we're in. And neither do the police. Oh, gosh, Miss Lane, what are we gonna do?
Oh, I hate to say it, Bucky, but...
Yeah, I know, we can't do anything.
Well, you heard the Man Without a Face tell those others downstairs that his agents are going to grab Luigo Renassi and Salim Shah when they leave the reception at the State Department tonight and bring them here. And then they and we are...
Yeah, I know. Oh, gosh, it just doesn't add up. I dodged the Nazis all over Europe for 2 years, and then I come to America, and they get me.
Well, the Man Without a Face isn't working only for the Nazis, Bucky. Selfish interests all over the world are paying him to wreck the World Peace Organization.
Oh, the dopes. Don't they know if there's another war with atomic weapons, they'll be wiped out, too?
Some people are like ostriches, Bucky. They bury their heads in the sand, and they won't see what's going on beyond their noses. Or their pocketbooks.
Yes, and we have to pay for it. Oh, gosh, Miss Lane, if there were only some way we could let Mr. Kent and the police and everybody else know what's going on here.
Yes, but we can't. Oh, if I could only get these wires off my hands. They cut into my skin.
Oh, it wouldn't do much good if we could get them off. We can't jump 4 stories to the ground, and that gang is all over the house.
I know. Look, Bucky. A car is coming up the drive.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, I hope it's not...
It's stopping. We'll find out in a minute.
4 men are getting out. Can you see who... Look, 2 of the men have guns.
Yes, and wait. I can see the other 2 now.
Are they...
Yes. They're Luigi Renazzi and Salim Shah.
Holy smokes.
The man without a face has got them. Oh, Bucky.
Their hearts hammering, Lois Lane and Bucky Taylor look below to where Luigi Renazzi and Salim Shah, the 2 men of peace, are being led from the car to the house by their armed captors. What will happen now? We'll be back in a moment for the tense climax of today's episode. So stand by.
Say, have you heard about the clubs lots of the fellows and girls in the gang belong to these days? Neighborhood clubs, of course, but not just for social meetings. They're pep comic button clubs, where the fellows and girls meet to compare notes and to trade duplicate pep comic buttons with each other. And that's just one kind of the fun you can have with this new series of comic buttons from packages of Kellogg's Pep. Boy, you get a kick out of how nifty they look, too. The pictures of your funny paper favorites like Brenda Starr and Chief Brandon and Superman look so real and colorful, you're proud to wear them on your jacket or your dress or cap. What's more, these comic buttons are so easy to get. You don't send in any money, not even a box stop, and you can't buy them anywhere. All you do is to make sure that Mom keeps you supplied with plenty of Kellogg's Pep and look inside the package for your prize. And look for prize eating, too, because Kellogg's Pep is loaded with catchy sunshine flavor that tickles your taste like anything. Pep is called the Sunshine Cereal. It's crisp and fresh and golden toasted as can be. So remind Mom right now to get you some more of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal.
Imprisoned in a house occupied by the man without a face, their hands and ankles bound with wire, Lois Lane and Bucky Taylor have just seen a car drive up from which armed men took Luigi Renazzi and Salim Shah, leaders in the world peace movement.
This is what the man without a face was waiting for, Bucky. Renazzi and Salim Shah will be killed now, and so will we.
I know, Miss Lane.
We've got to do something. We just can't wait here like lambs.
Oh, what can we do?
I don't know, but there must be some way. Wait a minute, Bucky. I've got it.
What do you mean?
That silver cigarette lighter on the coffee table.
What about it?
I could just reach it with my hands. Oh, darn, I missed it. There, I've got it.
Well, what are you going to do with that?
Start a fire, Bucky.
A what?
A fire. The window drapes will burn fast, and there's wood paneling on the wall.
Oh, but...
Look out now. I'm going to roll over to the drapes.
Well, wait. You don't know what you're doing, Miss Lane. You'll burn us up.
Maybe not. We're on the top floor, and a big blaze might attract attention and bring some people here.
Oh, but gee whiz, Miss Lane.
Now, the drapes hang down to the floor. That's one break. If I can just work this lighter. Oh, dear, it won't light.
But, gee, Miss Lane, I don't think we
Would
should...
you rather just wait here for the man without a face to finish us and Renazzi and Salim Shah and the peace organization, too?
Well, no,
there.
But...
It lit.
Roll away, Miss Lane. The drape's caught.
Yes. Now, if only somebody sees the fire. It's our only chance, Bucky. Our only chance.
Hurling herself away, Lois Lane sees the long drapes smolder and leap into fire, and with the wide-eyed Bucky Taylor watches the flames leap hungrily toward the wood paneling on the walls. What will happen? Will the girl reporter's daring attempt to save the life of herself and her young companion, and of the men of peace, succeed? Or has she only hastened their doom? Superman, as we know, is searching desperately for his friends. So don't fail to join him and Lois and Bucky tomorrow. Same time, same station.
And remember, for breakfast, it's Kellogg's Pep.
For excitement, the adventures of Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC comic magazines and is brought to you Monday through Friday at this same time by Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Snap, crackle, pop. What's that, gang? Why, it's the one and only Snap, Crackle, and Pop cereal, Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Sure, you've seen those famous little elves in cartoons and on the Rice Krispies package, and you know how they dish out those golden bubbles of oven-puffed rice. So crisp they snap, crackle, and pop when you pour on milk. Sure, that's their song of crispiness. Yes, sir, Kellogg's Rice Krispies are fun to listen to, fun to eat. So ask Mom to get you the one and only Snap, Crackle, and Pop cereal, Kellogg's Rice Krispies. And be sure to be with us tomorrow for the thrilling adventures of Superman. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
And now, faster than a speeding bullet, Condensed Bat-Supe proudly presents Chapter 16 and the conclusion of The Man Without a Face, as originally broadcast on April 8th, 1947.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P, Pep. Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman. Today, Superman zooms to the rescue and not only saves the lives of his friends, but corrals the black-hearted gang who threatened the very principles of world peace.
Hello there, gang. This is your pal Dan McCullough. Say, have you noticed how true to life the pictures of your favorite comic strip characters are in that new series of comic buttons that you're all collecting from packages of Kellogg's Pep? Why, they look so real they could speak. There's Goofy, you know, with his old slouch hat and that silly grin of his. And there's Tess Trueheart, just as pretty as she is in the funny papers. And Superman with his red cape flying in the wind. Yes, sir, these Pep comic buttons are mighty smart looking. They show up swell when you wear them on your jacket or your dress or cap. And you'll want the fun of collecting all 18 in this new series and trading duplicates with your pals. So remind Mom to keep you supplied with plenty of Kellogg's Pep, because that's the only way you can get these exciting prizes. You don't send in any money, not even a box top, and you can't buy them anywhere. But there's a comic button inside every package of Pep. That's Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Pep, the good whole wheat flakes with that extra vitamin B1 to help keep up your energy for the day, and Sunshine Vitamin D to help build strong bones and teeth. Yep, Mom knows Pep is good for you, and everybody knows how good it tastes at breakfast. So ask Mom for lots of P-E-P, the Sunshine Cereal, Kellogg's Pep.
And now the adventures of Superman. As you remember, Superman is searching desperately for Lois Lane and young Bucky Taylor, while the girl reporter and Bucky make a daring attempt to escape from the Man Without a Face and to save the lives of two leaders of the World Peace Organization. Although bound hand and foot, Lois managed to set fire to the room in which she and Bucky were imprisoned, hoping the blaze would attract attention and bring aid. And as we continue now, in a downstairs room of the mansion, which is secluded on a huge estate, the Man Without a Face is giving final instructions to a henchman named Bergson. Listen.
Two delegates, Renasi and Salim Shah, to be done away with at once. And masks are to be made of their faces. You understand, Begson?
I understand, Count.
And tomorrow, when you and Milch attend the Peace Organization Assembly wearing the masks of Renasi and Salim Shah, the cleverest federal investigator will never suspect your true identities.
That is true.
Go now and attend to the men of peace. We have no time to lose.
One moment. What about the newspaper reporter, Miss Lane, and the boy, Bucky Taylor?
I shall attend to them myself. At once.
Good.
I have an old score to settle with young Taylor, and Wait. What's that?
What?
I smell smoke.
Yeah, so do I.
Come with me, Bagson.
Look! The hall is full of smoke.
It's coming from upstairs. Grab that fire extinguisher on the wall and follow me.
The fire is out, Count.
Good. So, Miss Lane, you set this room on fire hoping to attract outside attention, eh?
Yes. I thought it was a good idea at the time. It looks as if I was wrong, though.
You were very wrong. Whoever attempts to interfere with me makes a mistake.
Hitler said something like that. Look what happened to him.
Come, Count, we waste time. You said yourself there was much to do yet tonight.
That is true, Begson.
Give me your revolver.
Here it is.
Oh.
Now, Miss Lane, you and that stupid boy there, Bucky Taylor, will die for it.
Superman!
Now, Mr. Man Without a Face, let's make you the man without a gun.
I'll kill you first.
You'll never kill anyone again, Count Von Luder.
Martin,
Try these sleeping pills, boys.
Oh, Superman.
There.
You got here just in time. He was going...
Yes, I know, Miss Lane, I know. Say, what's the matter with Bucky?
He was overcome by the smoke,
Oh.
poor kid.
Well, I'll get these wires off both of you and then get you outside.
Oh, wait a minute, I forgot.
What?
Renassi and Salim Shah are downstairs. The man without a face captured them and
Well, don't worry about them. Everything's under control now. There. You and Bucky are free. Now, up with both of you. I'll take you outside and then clean house. Up and away!
Without a Face was going to finish Renassi and Salim Shah and make masks of their faces. And then tomorrow, 2 former German Gestapo men who've been training for years to impersonate them were going to appear in the World Peace Assembly wearing masks of the 2 real delegates and make a series of false charges that would just split the organization.
Great
It
Caesar.
was a clever scheme that would surely bring on another war.
It certainly was clever, Clark, and it would have worked, if not for Superman.
Thanks, Lois.
What?
Hmm?
What did you say?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, well, I mean, thanks to Superman, the man without a face and his gang are now behind bars.
Yes.
Yes.
And Bucky Taylor is safe at last. Poor kid, he went through an awful lot.
Yes, he certainly did.
Yeah, he's a fine boy, and I'll make it up to him.
Well, I'm
Good
sure you
for
will,
you.
Chief.
All right, now let's stop gabbing and get to work. I'm holding the first page for your story, Lois. 3 full columns, and give it the works.
Will I? What a scoop this is, and it's all my own.
And now, Kent, I've got a special assignment for you.
Oh, good. What is it, Chief?
Well, as you know, Superman has been a tremendous force in combating intolerance and bigotry. A tremendous force.
Thanks, Chief.
Thanks for what?
Oh, thanks. Thanks for the memory. It's the name of a song.
Honestly, Kent, sometimes I think that you're... Oh, never mind. Now, as I was saying, in honor of Superman, I'm going to devote all of next Sunday's magazine section to the story of one of his most exciting adventures.
Oh.
And I want you to write it.
Hey, that's a tall order, Chief.
Tall or short, I want it done. Dig back into the files. Select what you think is the most interesting Superman story and have it on my desk for Thursday morning.
Let's see. Superman's most exciting adventure. Well, here's the account of the battle with the Atom Man. That was plenty unusual. And here's the story of the lost civilization. No, it's too long. Oh, say, wait, I know the one. Now, let's see, it should be in this bound volume. Oh, here somewhere. Yes, here it is. Sure, that's the story, all right. If any adventure could have been more unusual, more interesting, and more exciting, it hasn't happened yet.
What is the Superman adventure Clark Kent has chosen as the most unusual and most interesting in his entire career? If you've been listening to the adventures of Superman long enough, you should be able to guess. If not, we'll be back to find out in just a moment. So keep listening.
Say, show me a girl who isn't mighty fond of eating crisp, sunny-flavored Kellogg's Pep. And show me a fellow or girl who isn't glad when the box is empty. Of course, you always know that Mom will get you some more of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal double quick. And then you'll be adding another one of those snappy pet comic buttons to your collection. Maybe it'll be the little moose with that feather, sticking up in his hair, or Spud in his old stovepipe hat and those funny suspenders, or even Superman himself. And if it should happen to be a duplicate, why, that's even more fun because then you can trade with your pals. And either way, you're sure to have another smart-looking pep comic button to wear on your jacket or your dress or cap. And the best part is, you don't have to send in a single penny to get these exciting prizes, and you can't buy them anywhere. All you do is to ask Mom to get you a good supply of Kellogg's Pep and look for your comic button in every package you open. And get set for some mighty delicious eating, too, because Kellogg's Pep makes a sunny golden toasted dish for breakfast. Every crisp, tender flake is loaded with catchy sunshine flavor. And every spoonful tastes so doggone wonderful, well, boy, you want to eat lots. So ask Mom for P-E-P, the Sunshine Cereal, Kellogg's Pep.
Assigned by Perry White to write a feature story about Superman's most unusual and most exciting adventure, Clark Kent has gone through the Daily Planet newspaper files and chosen what he believes to be the outstanding Superman story. We join him now as he is seated at his desk, thinking about it.
Yes, I remember it all now. Chief and Lois and I were out at the time. As Jimmy Olsen told me later, he was sitting at the desk here in my office when suddenly Beanie, the office boy, came in.
Hey, Jim, there's a goofy guy outside. He says he wants to talk to Superman.
Superman?
Yeah, how do you like that?
Well, what'd you tell him?
What could I tell him? How do I know where Superman is? Do you?
No, but...
Well, anyway, I told him everybody in the editorial department was out except you. So he says he'll talk to you.
Well, what does he want?
Don't ask me. Looks like a fugitive from a nut factory. He's wearing shorts and sandals, and he keeps eating some kind of red beans or pills out of a bag.
What?
Says if he don't eat them, he can't keep his feet on the ground. He says he'll float up in the air. He's a character.
Oh, you're crazy.
I'm crazy. How do you like that? Wait a minute, I'll call him in. This way, mister. Now you'll see for yourself. This is Mr. James Olsen, one of our reporters.
The pleasure is mine.
Huh? Oh, yeah, but come in. Scram, Beanie.
Should I close the door?
Yeah, from the outside.
Okay.
Now,
They call me Antha.
Antha?
Yes. I have come here to... Would you mind if I sat in this chair?
No, go right ahead.
My thanks to you. If I grip the arms of the chair with my hands, I am less likely to float up.
Float? In the air?
Yes. You see, the gravity of the Earth is so far different from that of Utopia...
Wait a minute. What's it different from?
Utopia, the planet from whence I came. And until I can adjust myself to the Earth's gravity by means of these specific gravity beams which I swallow at intervals, it is advisable for me to cling to some heavy object such as this chair.
Oh, yeah?
Perhaps you will permit me to prove that what I say is true and factual. Look at me, my friend.
Okay, I'm looking.
What would you say is my weight?
Well, you're about average size, a little on the skinny side. I'd say about 165.
Your estimate is quite close. My weight is actually 10 utopian grams. That is equal to 163 Earth pounds. Now, my friend, do you believe you could lift 163 pounds with one hand?
Are you kidding? I couldn't do it with two hands.
Would you rise, please? Come around the desk and grip my arm.
What for?
Have no fear. No harm will come to you. It is simply an experiment to prove that I speak the truth. I will show you how, due to the difference in gravity between your Earth and my planet, you can lift me high in the air with one hand.
This I gotta see.
Very good. Now, grip my arm.
Like this?
Well, that is fine. Now, lift me up.
Lift you up?
Yes, do not strain. Merely lift, as if I were that pencil on the desk.
Are you kidding?
Try it, my friend. Lift me.
Okay, but this sure is the crazy... Even lizards. I am lifting you. And you're light as a feather.
Thunderstruck, Jimmy Olsen's eyes popped as he stared in dazed bewilderment at the full-grown man he was holding high in the air as easily as he would hold his hat. Unable to believe his eyes and momentarily struck dumb, Jimmy could only gasp like a fish out of water.
Who is this strange creature who wears shorts and sandals, who calls himself Anthar, and who claims to come from an unknown planet, Utopia? Fellows and girls, Clark Kent has chosen this curious adventure as one of Superman's most unusual and most exciting. And Clark Kent should know. So don't miss a single thrill-packed episode. Tune in tomorrow, same time, same station, for episode 2 of The Mystery of the Lost Planet in The Adventures of Superman.
And remember, for breakfast, it's Kellogg's Pep.
For excitement, The Adventures of Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC comic magazines and is brought to you Monday through Friday at this same time by Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Say, gang, do you know the only cereal that goes snap, crackle, and pop when you pour on milk? Why, Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Sure, you've seen those famous little elves snap, crackle, and pop in cartoons and on the Rice Krispies package. And you've heard these golden bubbles of oven-popped rice sing out at breakfast time. That means that they're crisp as can be. So have yourself a bowl full tomorrow morning. Ask Mom for the one and only Snap, Crackle, and Pop cereal, Kellogg's Rice Krispies. And be sure to be with us tomorrow for the thrilling adventures of Superman. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
It's time for a Condensed Bat-Supe Extra Helping. Because being a planet full of reasonable, easy to get along with people means never having to say, Gort, Klaatu, barada, nikto. It's Act 3 of The Day the Earth Stood Still from the Lux Radio Theater as originally broadcast on January 4th, 1954.
Curtain rises on Act 3 of The Day the Earth Stood Still, starring Michael Rennie as Klaatu and Jean Peters as Helen Benson.
All over the world, electric power has been neutralized on the stroke of noon, as a token of the spaceman's power and as a warning to the Earth. While they've been trapped between floors in an elevator, the spaceman has told Helen his identity and purpose here.
I've already told you more than I told Professor Barnhart, because my life, in a sense, is in your hands. But if I die, a world, your world, may die too.
Yes, I understand.
I thought if you knew the facts, you'd appreciate the importance of my not being caught before the meeting tonight with the world scientists.
Yes, of course. Of course I do. You hold great hope for this meeting, don't you?
I can see no other hope for your planet. If the meeting should fail, then I'm afraid there is no hope.
Oh, the lights. And we started again.
It must be 12:30.
Yes, exactly. Where are you going now?
Back to the boarding house. I'll be safe there for the afternoon. I'll be able to keep an eye on Bobby. He's the only other person who knows about me.
No. Wait a minute. There is someone else.
How? They can't be.
Tom. He was with me last night when Bobby told me what he saw.
Oh.
Well, of course, he doesn't know anything definite, and, well, he talked to me first before... But then we can't take a chance, can we?
Can you get in touch with him?
I think so.
I mean at once, now.
I'll try.
You will. You must.
Hello? Operator, I was connected with my party. Please. Hello? Oh, is this Mr. Tom Stevens' office again? We were Well, I must speak to Mr. No, Mr. Stevens. Yes, this is Mrs. Benson. Benson! Well, when do you expect him in, then? Well, will you tell him I called, and please not to leave his office. I'm coming down to see him. Yes, it's very important. To you, too.
Margaret, this is Mr. Stevens. I just got in. Now, listen, call the Pentagon. Who? Mrs. Benson? When? Never mind. This is more important. Listen, call the Pentagon and find out who's in charge of the spaceman business. Whoever it is, I want to talk to him.
Tom.
Call me back right away and don't take any other calls. Brush them off fast.
Tom, I've been trying to get you all afternoon.
I've got some pretty terrific news about your good friend, Mr. Carpenter.
What about him?
He's the man from the spaceship. I had that diamond, or whatever it is, checked at 3 different places. Nobody on Earth's ever seen a stone like that. And after what Bobby's told us, that's enough for me. Why is it nobody knows about this Mr. Carpenter? Why hasn't he got any money?
All right, Tom. It's true.
Yeah. How do you know?
You've just got to promise me you won't say a word to anybody.
Oh, nobody but the Pentagon.
Please, Tom.
Are you crazy? After what happened today, he's a menace.
You don't understand. You don't realize how important this is.
Important. Of course it's important, and we can do something about it.
You mustn't do anything about it, Tom. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about.
I say he is dangerous. It is our duty to turn him in.
He isn't dangerous. He isn't a menace. He told me what he came here for.
Oh, honey, don't be silly because you happen to like the guy. Do you realize what this will mean for us? I'll be the biggest man in the country. I'll write my own ticket.
Is that what you're thinking about?
Listen, somebody's got to get rid of him.
Tom, I'm not going to let you do it. Tom, don't
Hello, Margaret. Yeah. General Cutler? Good. Now, hold on.
You don't know what you're doing. It isn't just you and Mr. Carpenter.
Mr. Carpenter.
It's everybody. The rest of the world is involved.
I don't give a hang about the rest of the world. I'm in this for me.
Tom.
Now, you'll feel different when you see my picture in the papers.
I feel different right now.
Now, you'll see. You're going to marry a hero.
I'm not going to marry anybody. Not even a hero.
Helen. Hello? General Cutler? General, my name is Tom Stevens, with a V. I have positive information about the spaceman and where he's staying. Right. Yeah, of course I'm sure. He's living in a boarding house at 1615 M Street, Northwest. That is correct, General.
Yes, I have all of it now, Mr. Stevenson. Thank you very much indeed. I want to talk to you further, but I haven't time now. We want to act on this.
Yes, sir?
Have Colonel Ryder deploy all Zone 5 units according to Plan B immediately. Investigate 1615 M Street Northwest for presence of spaceman. Repeat.
Mr. Carpenter.
Right here. Did you see Tom? What does he say?
It's no good. It's too late. I've got a taxi outside. Hurry.
Attention Zone 5, attention Zone 5. Man and woman observed entering taxi at 1615 M Street Northwest. Man is probably Klaatu, alias Carpenter. Establish roadblocks according to Plan Baker and maintain station. Remain on radio alert until further order.
I don't know. I think we may have been seen getting into the taxi.
Where can you go?
I'm sure Barnhart can arrange to hide me until the meeting tonight.
Where's it going to be?
At the ship. Now look there. Army cars.
Full troops in full gear.
The alarm is out, all right.
It's only a few more blocks to Professor Barnhart's.
I'm worried about Gort. I'm afraid of what he might do if anything should happen to me.
Gort? But he's a robot.
He's a product of centuries of refinement.
But what could he do without you?
There's no limit to what he could do. He could destroy the Earth.
And the city is swarming with patrol cars, hunting you. How can we tell them?
They won't listen. You must listen. If anything happens to me, you must go to Gort. You must give him this message. Klaatu, barada, nikto. Gort. Klaatu, barada, nikto. Say it.
Gort. Klaatu, barada,
nikto.
Gort. Klaatu, barada, nikto. Klaatu, barada, nikto.
Remember those words.
Klaatu, barada, nikto.
Attention Zone 5. Taxicab moving north on 14th Street from Harvard Street. Man and woman in back seat. License number H0012. H0012. Section 2, close in. This is your target vehicle.
We're hemmed in. Driver will get out here. I'm going to try to run for it. If they get me, you get to Gort. Now.
There he is! Stop or we'll shoot! Stop or we'll fire!
Mr. Carpenter!
Gort! Run!
Never mind, I'll check the guy.
Barada, nikto. Klaatu, barada, nikto. Klaatu.
Centuries, ages of superhuman, superplanetary skill had bred intuition and a dim power of reason into the enormously complex intelligence inside of Gort's metal brain case. When Helen Benson stumbled up to the shed that housed the space machine, the guards were not there. Then she saw them. They were lying inside, their rifles fused and bent. Gort somehow knew that Klaatu was dead. Gort was already on the move. He was on the move toward Helen.
No! No! God, no!
The visor of his helmet was opening on that cosmic incandescence within, seething with world ruin, aiming impassively at Helen.
God! God! Klaatu! Klaatu! Barada! Nikto!
Helen Benson fainted. When she returned to consciousness, she was lying on a dais bathed in a soft, shadowless light in a chamber vaguely circular of completely unfamiliar build. She was in the space machine. Across the room stood Gort with his back to her, and lying in front of him on a platform was Klaatu.
Mr. Carpenter.
Gort, the machine, the automaton, was applying electrodes to his master, and a piercing, whining, maddening sound filled the ship. Klaatu moved. He sat up, stood up.
Mr. Carpenter.
Hello.
I thought you were...
I was. They took me to an emergency hospital at the city jail. Gort broke in and took me back here. This technique can restore life in some cases, only for a limited time.
How long?
No one can tell. Time enough and more for me to go outside and speak to Professor Barnhart's scientists. I must speak to them. It's what I came for. Gort will put out the ramp. You people of Earth, you men of science, you are here from all over your world, Europe, Asia, representing many nations, many ideas. I am leaving soon. You will forgive me if I speak bluntly. The universe grows smaller every day. Where I come from, we believe there must be security for all, or no one is secure. This does not mean giving up any freedom, except the freedom to act irresponsibly. This is the message that I ask you to take back when you return to your native lands. Tell your people and your governments that we have created a race of robots whose function it is to patrol the planets in spaceships and preserve the peace. At the first sign of treachery, they will act automatically. Nothing you have here on Earth can stop them. The penalty for provoking their action is too terrible to risk. Your choice is simple. Live in peace or perish in violence. We shall be waiting for your answer. The decision rests with you. Gort, Baringo. Remember.
I'll remember, Mr. Carpenter.
And as they had seen him come, so did they see him depart. And the people of the earth pondered upon the warning.
In a moment, our stars will return.
Pepsodent new flavor.
Pepsodent's new flavor. Pepsodent's new flavor.
Wow!
Pepsodent's new flavor. And the clean mouth taste for hours.
Yes, the big news is Pepsodent has a brand new wonderful flavor. Grown-ups prefer it, but kids, well, kids go crazy for it. And that's not all.
I've seen the research that proves Pepsodent gives you the cleanest teeth of all leading toothpastes. That's because Pepsodent's gentle oral detergent cleans not just the surfaces of your teeth, but around and between them, even where your brush can't reach.
Your own personal proof of this is Pepsodent's clean mouth taste for hours. So try new Pepsodent White, or if you prefer chlorophyll, Pepsodent Chlorophyll. You like
Pepsodent's new flavor. Pepsodent's new flavor.
Wow!
Pepsodent's new flavor. And the clean mouth taste for hours.
now, here's Mr. Cummings with our stars.
And here they are after two out-of-this-world performances, Michael Rennie and Gene Peters. Mike, have you ever seen any UMOs?
What's a UMO?
An unidentifiable moving object. Yes, I saw several years ago in London.
You mean during the war?
No, when I was a very young actor. But the flying objects were later identified as ripe tomatoes and eggs and cauliflower.
And how about you, Gene? Seen any flying saucers?
Oh, actresses aren't interested in such things, Irving. We prefer King of the Khyber rifles. After all, who cares about spacemen when you can see Tyrone Power and Michael Rennie in their latest picture, co-starring with Terry Moore?
Oh, Marilyn Monroe, Betty Grable, and Lauren Bacall in How to Marry a Millionaire.
And both these 20th Century Fox pictures are in Technicolor and CinemaScope. And these exciting new mediums are especially interesting to actresses.
Their new stars must be especially interested in Lux soap for your complexion.
We certainly are. I, for one, started using Lux soap for my complexion years ago, and I'm certainly glad I did.
Now, Irving, what's in store for next week?
Well, Mike, we're going from life in the future back to the charming era of the Roaring '20s. It's a delightful, amusing story of a multimillionaire who, for sentimental reasons, presents an average happy family with $100,000 and almost ruins their lives. It's Has Anybody Seen My Gal? And as the stars of this highly entertaining comedy romance from the Universal International Studios, we have two of their most popular young stars, Rock Hudson and Piper Laurie, co-starring with that fine actor, Gene Lockhart.
Oh, the whole family will love it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night and happy landing. Lever Brothers Company, makers of Lux Toilet Soap and Lux Liquid Detergent, invite you to be with us again next Monday evening when the Lux Radio Theater presents Has Anybody Seen My Gal? Starring Piper Laurie, Rock Hudson, and Gene Lockhart. This is Irving Cummings saying good night to you from Hollywood.
Heard in our cast tonight were Paul Freese as the narrator, Lamont Johnson as Tom, Herb Butterfield as Professor Barnhart, Tudor Owen as Mr. Harley, Billy Gray as Bobby, Edith Evanson as Mrs. Crockett, and Tyler McVeigh, Bill Conrad, Robert Griffin, Tom Brown, Fred Shields, Marvin Bryan, Shep Menken, Alastair Duncan, Stephen Roberts, Athelin A. Smith, and Eddie Marr. The Day the Earth Stood Still was based on Harry Bates' story, Farewell to the Master, which appeared in Astounding Science Fiction magazine. Our radio play was adapted by Milton Geiger, and our music was composed and directed by Rudy Schrager. Lever Brothers Company guarantees you'll be glad you bought the products you heard about on this program, or you can have your money back. This is your announcer, Ken Carpenter, reminding you to join us again next Monday night to hear Has Anybody Seen My Gal? Starring Rock Hudson, Piper Laurie, and Gene Lockhart. Every Thursday evening, Lever Brothers Company brings you the Lux Video Theater. Consult your local newspaper for time and station. This is the CBS Radio Network.
Well, that wraps up this episode of Condensed Bat-Supe. Both The Man Without a Face from The Adventures of Superman and The Day the Earth Stood Still from the Lux Radio Theater. Thanks for listening. Be sure to tell your friends to subscribe to Bat-Supe on their favorite podcatcher. We can also be found on YouTube and Facebook. We'll see you next time for another exciting edition of Condensed Bat-Supe as we bring you Chapter 1 of The Skin Game and another fine extra helping. Until then, up, and away!
Of all the strange tales in the annals of the incredible, stories of curses are perhaps the most difficult to accept. Yet, there are on record many such accounts too well documented to ignore. Consider, for example, this eerie case of the skull of Bettiscombe.
In the district of Dorsetshire stands an old home called Bettiscombe Manor. And there you would find a box that contains the skull of a man. You would learn then that it has been more than 200 years since anyone has lifted the skull from its place in the metal box.
It is the skull of Azariah, Pinney's slave, and the slave's spirit is not at rest, nor will it ever be until his bones are returned to the land of his birth.
Inquiring further, you would learn that Azariah Pinney joined in the Duke of Monmouth's rebellion in the year 1685. Azariah himself had been deported to the West Indies. When at last he returned to England, he brought with him the slave. But the damp air of the British Isles was not kind to the black man, and in time, he grew ill.
I want to go back to my home, Master.
It's too late for that, man. You're dying.
But my spirit will not rest, Master. Not until I lie in my native earth.
And so, the slave died, and he was buried at Bettiscombe. Who it was who brought his skull back into the manor remains a mystery. But in time, it found its way into one of the downstairs rooms.
How perfectly horrible.
Whereupon, Azariah Pinney's wife lifted the skull from its resting place and carried it toward the door. And then, throughout the whole house, from attic to cellar, a howling began. Loud and continuous and appalling. But Mistress Pinney was a courageous woman, and she proceeded to remove the skull. That night, as Azariah Pinney climbed the stairs toward his bedroom, a board gave way beneath his feet.
Oh, confound it. I've broken my leg.
And the next morning, as he lay helpless in his bed, his wife reported to him,
Azariah, that bolt of lightning last night, it struck the barn. We've lost more than half our stock.
And a few days later, his wife brought more sorrowful news.
Oh, I don't ever think it's going to stop raining, Azariah. The crops are ruined.
Wife, have that skull brought back into the house. We'll see if it stops raining then.
And so the skull stood in Bettiscombe Manor once more. No further disorders were reported. It stood for 12 years. And then, once again, Mistress Pinney decided to be rid of it.
On the morning after the skull was taken out, Azariah Pinney died. After that, it was brought in again and placed in this box.
And there, doubtless, it will continue to remain. For who, however skeptical he may be, however certain that all this is mere legend and superstition, would dare to pick it up? The facts which support the legend have been carefully recorded, and there is little reason to doubt their accuracy. All of them indicate that the skull of the slave is possessed of a strange and supernormal power. A power incredible but true.